Roses lure us in with their classic beauty and enticing scent, and beyond their beauty, they also offer us many gifts. In this video, I share the many health benefits of rose petals for the skin, plus I show you how to make a special rose water toner. Hello, I'm Rosalee de la Forêt, herbalist, teacher, and best-selling herbal author. I created this YouTube channel to share trusted herbal knowledge so that you can get the best results when using herbs for your health. Make sure to stick around to the end of this video to get my recipe to make rose water toner with elderflower and witch hazel extract. And while you're watching, let me know in the comments below about your experience with roses. It's always interesting and insightful to hear the experiences of plant lovers out there. Also, your suggestions may also inspire others. Both my wild roses and my heirloom roses are in full bloom right now, which is something I look forward to every year. Not only do I enjoy their beauty and their scent, they may be my most harvested herb. I love infusing the petals into honey, drying them for tea, and making the rose water toner that I'll show you later in this video. I love the sensorial experience of the entire rose harvest. I often hear signs of a rose bush well before I see it. That's because the bees and other pollinators are often busy at work collecting nourishment from the flowers. Walking up to a rose bush on a warm spring day often means that the enticing rose scent is filling the air. So many sweet gifts of rose. Okay, let's dive in. Roses are a delight to work with. Their sensuous, soft petals and their heady aromatics make for a beautiful sensorial experience. Just the pure joy of roses is enough of a reason to want them in your life. But beyond their beauty and scent, roses offer additional healing gifts. One of these gifts is that they are filled with antioxidants that modulate inflammation. Chronic inflammation is often a root cause of many chronic diseases, including heart disease, many types of arthritis, inflammatory digestive issues, and of course, inflammatory skin conditions. Roses have been shown to decrease oxidative stress and modulate inflammation both internally and externally. By regularly working with roses in your life, you can support your skin health by reducing chronic inflammation. Acute inflammation can also be a problem for the skin, whether it's acne or sunburns. Rose petals can also soothe and repair acute inflammation. There are thousands of different rose varieties out there, and they aren't all the same in terms of their healing gifts. When turning to rose petals for their health benefits for the skin, here's some tips to get the best ones. Number 1. Look for flowers with a strong scent. If you have roses and you don't have a scent, find another rose to work with. If you are buying roses, look for damask roses or another fragrant variety. Wild roses or heirloom variety roses often have the strongest aromatics. If you have wild roses growing near you, please harvest them sustainably as they are an important part of the entire ecosystem. See the bonus chapters in my book, Wild Remedies, How to Forage Healing Foods and Craft Your Own Herbal Medicine for more information on the regenerative harvest of roses. If you're interested in growing your own roses, then look for aromatic heritage varieties. There are many out there to choose from. My second tip is to make sure the roses you're working with haven't been sprayed with chemicals. Commercially sold roses found in many florist shops are often doused with all sorts of chemicals. So unless you're specifically buying from an organic or chemical-free florist, avoid all commercial roses. And whether you're harvesting your own or you're buying them, be sure to ask, have these roses been sprayed? In just a moment, I'm going to share my recipe for a rose water toner, which is a simple and easy way to use rose petals to benefit the skin. But healthy skin isn't really an outside-in situation. Healthy skin comes from within. With that in mind, don't forget to eat rose petals too. They make a lovely tea, they can be infused into honey, added to foods, and made into a syrup, and all sorts of lovely liqueurs. For more rose-inspired recipes, check out both of my books, Alchemy of Herbs and Wild Remedies. They can be found at your local bookstore or checked out from the library. Rosewater toner is a wonderful way to tone facial skin and receive the many benefits of rose petals for the skin. It also makes a soothing spray for sunburns. For both applications, it's handy to store this in a small spray bottle. This recipe for rosewater toner comes from my book, Wild Remedies, which I co-authored with Emily Hahn. I love this recipe because it's so simple and it works great. In addition to rose petals, this recipe calls for elderflowers, another powerful herb for the skin. Where I live, elderflowers and roses often bloom at the same time, so I love to combine them. For more information about elderflowers, many benefits for the skin, see my video, Elderflower versus Elderberry. For simplicity's sake, you can also omit the elderflowers and just use the rose petals. Okay, so to make this recipe, you just need 3 simple ingredients. 1 cup of dried rose petals, a ½ cup of dried elderflowers, and then up to 2 cups witch hazel distillate, also called an extract. You can find witch hazel at most grocery stores, health food stores, or at your local herbal apothecary. Look for a good quality brand that's been double distilled and contains less than 15% alcohol, which is just added as a preservative. Okay, here's how you make your rosewater toner. You're going to place the elderflowers and rose petals in a pint jar. Then you're going to pour in enough witch hazel extract to fill the jar and submerge the flowers completely. You might not use the entire 2 cups. Then you want to stir to release any air bubbles, and then tightly cover the jar and label it. Store the jar in a cool, dark place for 4 weeks. Shake the jar daily for the first week, and make sure the plant material stays submerged under the witch hazel for the remainder of the macerating time. Then you're going to strain the mixture through a cheesecloth, squeezing it well to extract the liquid. Once you just have the pure liquid, you'll use a funnel to pour the toner into a small, clean spray bottles. Label the bottles, store them in a cool, dark place, and then use within a year. It's as simple as that. I like to use this rosewater toner as a spritzer for my face. So I can use it after I wash my face, and then it's dried, then I just spritz it on and I just leave it there. It feels great. You can also spritz it onto sunburns or problematic areas to help relieve inflammation and tone the area. I know it's hard to get recipes off of a video, so to make it super easy for you, I've included a printable download. Just visit the video description to get your free download. I'll also include other helpful links like my favorite places to buy rose petals, elderflowers, and witch hazel, and links to both of my books. If you enjoyed this video on the health benefits of rose petals for the skin, and you value trusted herbal information, then I hope you'll stick around. The best way to get started is to hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell so that you can be the first to get my best herbal insights and recipes. Rose fun fact. Fossil records show that roses have been growing for over 35 million years. The oldest rose bush known to exist today has lived over 1,000 years and is growing on a cathedral in Germany. See you next time.